Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh. How's everyone doing tonight? How are we doing? We all good out there in TV land? Is everything going well? Cleveland Brown to the early 2000s. We look like the Giants of the late mid 70s. It's Kelvin Moore. Kellen Moore for head coach. Fire sale. Dude, I mean, it's not fire sale time yet. We're getting there. We are heading that direction. Let's say we are moving rapidly to turning this team into, I don't know, anything but what we are right now. Because right now, what we are is we are a piss poor example of an NFL organization. That's what we are. I don't know how else to say it. We suck. And that's being nice. that's being nice. That's Dave Brown. Dave Brown is smiling right now somewhere because he's like, you know what? At least it ain't me. I'm wearing all gray today right now because, you know, we're in mourning. Because this is the Screaming Falcon. That's my new channel. Did you hear John Mayer kicked over some trash cans after the win? Yeah, you know what he should kick over? He should kick himself in the ass because he's too stupid to run an NFL organization. Turn it over to Tish. Please. Please. Malik Willis. Please turn it over. Because this is on Mara. This is on Tish. This is on Joe Judge. This is on Patrick. This is on Jason Garrett. This is on Dave Gettleman. This is on Daniel Jones. This is on all the people. This is on Leonard Williams. This is on all the idiots. This is on all the idiots that thought this team was going to be something. I personally thought to myself, and I said this, and I got blasted for it. I said, maybe this is a 6-7 win team. I picked them to win the last 3 weeks because I had my stupid fan hat on, and I've always said that. But I said 6 to 7 games we were going to win. I'm not even sure that is going to be a reality. You look at the schedule and you look what goes down. It's where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? How you doing, Joseph? Where do I want to start? Fire sales will not alleviate cap issues next year. No, it won't. Because you get rid of those guys, unless you're still going to have dead cap space. That's the problem. This is why I've been screaming from the rafters, manage your cap well. You keep pushing out contract money to certain years. And then I've said it before, I will gladly play you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Well, you know what? Tuesday's coming up really quick. Really fast Tuesday's going to be here. You have a fire sale with this team, it's going to be like it was when Gettleman first got here. We had all those bloated contracts that we got rid of, and we had to eat the money for a year. The only problem is you can't eat the money in 2022 because we have no space to eat the money. I mean, I didn't just see anyone say he had a good game because to me, he's still not looking deep. And when Colin Johnson has more catches and more receptions than your $72 million man, and he has more of an impact on the game than your number one draft choice, Daniel Jones is not looking in the right direction. That's what we need to think about. 32nd ranked defense or passing defense. We can't do anything. He can't find anybody open. All of a sudden, they turned into the Legion of Boom? Is that what happened? I got a lot of messages flying here, guys. Dan Jones couldn't score a touchdown on 30. He couldn't. We couldn't score a touchdown on the 32nd. Okay, here's the thing that really bugs the crap out of me right now. They get the ball. They march 15 plays, 72-yard drive. Dory Jackson, who we spent all this money, drops the ball in the end zone. Logan Ryan, who we gave a contract extension to, has the bad pass interference penalty, and they let Lee Smith, of all people, get the touchdown. Lee Smith. When I think of Lee Smith, I think of the old closer for the Chicago Cubs in the 80s. I don't think of the football player Lee Smith. Daniel Jones got onto the field with a chance to be the hero on Eli Manning Day, retiring the number. What does he do? And I said this a million times. Daniel Jones looks like this when when he's got the ball in the big play. He looks like this. He looks like a kid who lost, and I've said it before. He looks like a kid who lost his parents in an amusement park, and he's freaking out. He's not big play Danny. And that's the problem with this organization. We put too much onus and everything else on certain players, but we don't actually look at the talent that they have. Leonard Williams, $492 billion, has 1 sack so far in 3 games, and it was a coverage sack. Austin Johnson and Ojulari have more sacks than he does, and has made more of an impact than the $22 million man. You keep doing this with your money. This ain't the strip club. Sorry, it's not. Manage your cap. And that's the problem we're going to have right now. Yeah, he's a bum. Say goodbye. The New York Giants, you know what? The trash cans hit harder than some of the Giants did. Malik Willis is looking good right now, isn't he? I know my paisan. Problem is no one's going to get fired yet. And when it gets happen, we know who's going to get fired. Oh, sorry.
Jason Garrett. Scapegoat.
We know who's going to get fired first. But the problem is it starts at the top. It starts at we're going to play 60 minutes of smash mouth discipline football. You know what? I am tired of hearing all of the football cliche crap from Joe Judge. I don't want to hear him run his mouth anymore. You cannot sit there and preach laps and discipline and all this other crap and then turn around and throw up a stinker like this against the Falcons. You got to give the Falcons all the credit in the world. They won this game. We lost it. And I think that we lost this game more than they actually won it, because I think if you want to look on paper, we probably have more talent than they did. But now if you take a look at it, I don't think we have more talent than they do. I don't think the talent level's there. I said it before, 6 to 7 wins, and I got blasted so many times. All the people that blasted me and give me crap for all the shit that I say, I've been right how many times? Because I take the damn fan hat off and I look with my eyes. We don't have an edge. We can't control the outside rush. Well, we don't have an outside rush, excuse me. We cannot control the edge. We can't man it. We don't have a linebacker. And now that we have Blake Martinez going down with a non-contact injury, and those are scary, because usually when it's a non-contact injury, you know it's a knee. Yes, Malik Willis, please. Malik Willis, please. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it now. It's going to be on the video tomorrow. I was watching the original Batman the other day with Jack Nicholson, and this is what this team reminds me of.
This town needs an enema.
That's what we need to do. We need to flush out this entire organization from top to bottom. What's up, Mr. Lewis? Hope you're having a better day. Juan, I heard you were gonna. I heard Juan. Juan, I heard you weren't gonna. I heard you were signing off, and that was gonna be the end of you. You're done. I am tired of the Joe Judge speeches. I don't want to hear Joe Judge talk ever. I don't want to hear him talk again. You know what I want to hear him talk and say? I have no clue how to manage timeouts. You are kicking the ball from your own end zone, your own 1 yard line. You have a penalty. The clock's going to run out. The worst case scenario is going to be what? You back up another half yard, but you burn a timeout. You burn 2 defensive timeouts in the second half. And the same thing with challenging that play. Why are you challenging that play right there? Oh, Jalari. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. All chats, super chats, of course, go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I'm arguably back and forth with a friend of mine who kept saying Jones isn't the problem. I told him I'm not blaming Jones. I'm blaming on everyone. Jones isn't the reason we lost, but isn't the solution. Great point. Jones is not the reason we lost, but he's also not the reason that we didn't. He's not also the reason we won. We would have won. That's the problem. He is not, to me, Jones is not the solution. When you play well in spurts, that's great. You could play well in spurts. You have to play well consistently for 16, now 17 weeks. And he still doesn't look deep. He's so content with it. And I used to hate this because everyone used to blast Eli about this. They would always say to Eli, well, he always takes the check down. He always goes to the check down. Daniel Jones does the same thing, and he's the greatest quarterback since Joe Montana. You have these weapons, and I understand you lost two players. You lost Shepard and you lost Slayton, but you have a weapon in Kadarius Toney. I'm not Kadarius Toney because Kadarius Toney's me sucks. You have a weapon in Kenny, and you don't go deep to him. When you target Colin Johnson more than you target you target your star wide receiver, there is an issue. Yes, that was an awful challenge, and it made no sense in the annals of the game. And all you did was lose a timeout. The same with then we have one timeout left. That same. Why do you take a timeout to stop the delay a game penalty? Why? What was going to be the difference of the outcome? And then you burn 2 defensive timeouts at the end of the game. And I loved it the other week. People were like, well, the timeouts didn't mean anything. Really, these 2 timeouts meant something at the end of that game. Because instead of having 3 timeouts, we had 1 and a 2-minute warning. But that's all right. If Justin Herbert's on this team, I think the defense is the issue right now with that. So I don't know. Colin Johnson looked like he was Jerry Rice. He was our only offensive weapon. And at one point, he's the only guy Daniel Jones is focusing on. Tunnel vision, red striping. Yeah, man, red striping. I need a red stripe. Evan Ingram needs to retire. I hate this freak. The fumble was a bad fumble by Evan Ingram. There is no doubt about it. But you know what? The guy hasn't played in 4 weeks. Yeah, he's gonna make his mistakes, but I don't blame Evan Ingram. I mean, it's part of this is his fault as well. I mean, I think the issue is, and the issue is to me, it's continuity, it's consistency. You can't sit there and say, I am the disciplinarian. We're going to run laps. We're going to be disciplined. You are the most undisciplined team I ever seen. Billy Price, can we just cut Billy Price? He has gone from what they said in Cincinnati that he was horrible to serviceable. He's gone back to horrible again. Another bad penalty. We get so many bad penalties at the most inopportune time that you just like, what the hell are they thinking? Kyle Rudolph's washed up. I've said this. I said this when we signed him. He's washed up. He shouldn't even be on this roster. He's just taking up a spot. Caden Smith plays more than he does because the Giants know that he's washed up. Bye-bye, Henry. Bye. Bye. We'll do a little in sync. Oh, it was a disaster. Billy Price, you know what? I miss Nick Gates. I think the Giants are going to miss Nick Gates too. John's rah-rah nonsense is falling. Now, that's the great point. Now this is all going to fall on deaf ears. Because we've said this on this channel how many times? You can't be this type of coach and then fall apart. Because once you start losing, that's it. Les Steckel, Greg Schiano. Look it up. I said I think about a bazillion times on this channel. This is what bad teams do. Great point. Bad teams do what we did. We lose to a team that should be worse than us. Screaming Falcon. Caw-caw! Look out for it. It's coming. I made the bet. I made the bet. I got to do it. I made the bet. Oh, Mr. Lewis, thank you again. Fans have called me negative because I took my fan hat off and looked at the reality of this organization. I've been saying this. We aren't heading in the right direction since we hired Gettleman. Now the chickens have come on to roost. Did you steal that? Did you steal that from me, Mr. Lewis? Because I said that in the one video I read, and people love it because they're like, they got to make that a soundbite because I even said, because the chickens have come home to roost. Mr. Lewis, how many times on this channel have I been told that I'm negative, that I don't know anything about football? But it's just amazing to me that fans like you and a lot of other people that listen and subscribe to this channel understand football. And you understand when you see things, the litmus test with your own eyes, and you see things that are wrong and you point them out, then you're the problem. Because you're not super happy and pumped up about this team. Don't I say to those people, Mr. Lewis? F them. You're smart. I'm smart. We know what we're talking about. And the bad thing is the stuff that we say comes true. It comes true. Want to know why? Because you know football. If you want to sit here, and I've said this a million times, you want to sit here and see a rah-rah channel, this isn't the place for people. And that's why I love the people that subscribe and comment regularly, because you know what? You are more than just Giant fans. You are football fans, and you understand what you need to do to win. Too bad this organization doesn't get it. Some people just run away. Well, it's a phenomenon with humans. Yeah. You know what I always say? There are people in this world, and I've said this a million times. There's the people in this world that when they see an issue and they see a problem, or they see danger and they see something they need to fix, they run towards that problem. And there's people that run away. Right now, we're the organization that runs away. Tim, remember the phrase I told you? Which phrase? I forget which phrase, Jose G. What phrase? Oh, my God. Wouldn't be surprised for Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett won't get fired until the bye week. He's gonna get canned. They're gonna launch him out of a freaking cannon. Oh, thank you, Zachary. Again, super chat. All super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Jones can't read a cover 2 zone. No, he really can't. That's I don't even want to get into that. Pat Shurmur, God bless his soul, is sitting there smiling because this is more of a train wreck than he had. Kelvin Benjamin was right. This is more of a train wreck than he had. But at least he understood what he had in Daniel Jones, a one-read quarterback. That what you do is you eliminate half the field for him, give him a deep pass, an intermediate pass, and a check down. And that's what you do. The problem is we're giving Daniel Jones the field. And I love when people are like, well, he was checking out of plays and he was moving the alignment. Well, it didn't work out too well, did it? I love this show because it keeps you grounded. It stops you from being a blind fan. Well, John, you're a smart guy too. And it's not just being, you know what? I will tell you, my wife will tell you this because she probably listen. I'm going to calm down. Don't worry, I'm going to calm down. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm calming down. I'm not going to calm down. Screw that. But she will tell you this. I was pissed when we lost. I was pissed, man. I was like, this is not what I want to see. I would like to hear from anyone that went out to the game. And I didn't want to just sit there and come on and rant. And it was more of a visceral experience, the video I did right after the game. And I probably shouldn't have done it that way. I did a much better video for Monday morning. What I really was able to focus. But there's just so many things wrong with this team.
This town needs an enema.
Never thought I would say this, but thank God for the Knicks. Daniel Jones isn't a winner at all. He's got like 6 wins. Daniel Jones has yet to beat a winning team. Good point. He was a loser in college. This team is awful. I don't know when we would. You know what? I over the next 6-7 weeks, I'm worried. And if you are not worried as a Giant fan, the stretch of games that we're gonna have to go through. Why didn't we land on MetLife? MetLife isn't landing on us. Yeah, MetLife did crush us. MetLife did crush us. 14. That's our record. Oh, I'm gonna try to get some of that. There's a difference between a fan of a team and a fan. We've said this before, Jose G. Yeah, you have said that before, and I've said this before as well. Be a fan, not a fanatic. Fanatics don't see anything outside of what's in front of them, and everything's colored and awesome. I got 7 dislikes on the one video and 100 likes, and that doesn't bother me because I don't care. But how does 7 people dislike the fact of how this game went? No, they dislike me for saying what I say. That's the problem. Jeffrey, thank you for the super chat. All super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I like to always plug that. Idealist but real of this. It's life, but we come down to the same path, expecting different results. Giants 8. Yeah, you know what? That is a great way to put it. That it really is. You continue down the same path from both ideals. You really do. But the problem is the realist at the end of the day understands why the team lost. They're not shocked. Jeffrey, you have been yelling about Daniel Jones for 2 years on my channel. And some people say to me, why don't you block him or stop him from his messages? No, because I love your messages, because you're honest. You see a problem and you're honest about it. And I think the biggest problem is we are not honest. And I shouldn't say we, because I think here on this channel, a lot of us are very honest about it. We see a problem. We understand the problem. We understand we don't have an outside rush. We understand that we don't have quality linebackers, that we have to have safeties playing linebackers. We understand that our offensive line is a mess. I said it how many times? The Giants are a team of ifs. And I know Rich Eisen stole it from me. If we do this, if we do this, if this works, if this is done, then we're going to win. You know what? The ifs have come home to roost. Because everything that we've been saying on this channel since before the draft, since before free agency, has happened. It's how poorly constructed this team is. Tim Tebow had a complete 6 ratings in college. You know what Tim Tebow did? Tim Tebow's actually beaten winning teams and gone to the playoffs. We need to tear down. We need to tear down and start over. That's what we need to do.
This town needs an enema.
That's what we need. We need to flush out the system. Because you know what? There's something wrong with the pipes. You were right. We may go 0-8. 4 years ago, the biggest issue was the line. Now, yeah, I said there was a potential that we could go 0-8. I said that on multiple videos. And again, I was told, you don't know sports. You don't know anything you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Well, who's right again, guys? Oh, everyone in this chat. That's who's right again. Because I see a lot of new people, but I see a lot of the people that left the same type of comments. A new GM is not keeping Daniel Jones. If a new GM comes in, they're getting rid of Joe Judge and they're getting rid of Daniel Jones, because what quality GM is going to want to come in here and be told you have to keep this coach and you have to keep this quarterback, but you have 2 high first-round draft choices? Yeah, that ain't happening. That's not happening. Bet against Giants and rolling money every week. I'll be a millionaire. Right? Greeny Green, you might be a millionaire. Donate some money to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. They need money. Why Patrick Graham? You know what? I've said this a billion times. The NFL is known for this. And I've sat there because one of my jobs when I was with Tampa was to break down film. You sit there and you break down every nuance of every single play and every formation and every assignment and every set and every subset. And you break that down. And when you break that down, you store that in the data bank. So when they see Patrick Graham run a certain formation with a certain amount of players, they have an idea of what that's going to be. And I've said this before. Last year, we were defensive substitution, which means we substitutionally just put guys in and out. We couldn't do that this year because the league was going to catch up. We have to be a team of versatility, which means you keep more guys. You keep the same 11 guys on the field, but you play them in different positions. The problem is the league is caught up. It's not. How you doing, John? Thank you for the super chat. Is there any good quarterback prospects coming out of Malik Willis? I think everyone knows that I am a Malik Willis guy. I love Malik Willis. I really do. To me, he should be the Giant quarterback. And I know there's a segment of people out there that say, well, the Giants never draft a black quarterback. I don't think that's true. I think the Giants would draft an elephant or a Martian if they thought they could quarterback this team. Thank you again, sir, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Again, guys, thank you for the super chats. Like I said, I appreciate it because, like I said, all the money goes to Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I'm not a saint. Yeah, I give away my revenue and shit, but I'm not a saint. I do it because you know why? I like talking Giants football and I like talking to you guys. I've been saying this since preseason. This team hasn't improved in any way. Owner, GM, head coach, quarterback needs to go. We need a reset. Push the reset button. There's no sarcasm alert button. Push the reset button. You're right. It starts at the top and it goes down. I actually want to see Tisch take over. Flush it out. Even baby Saquon's not happy. Listen, when I have to have one of these, that's bigger than my head. That's how bad this was. Oh my God. Again, thank you for the super chat. Independence Outsider. Thank you. Giants and all super chats go to Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Giants have to build the O-line and D-line before replacing quarterback. This is not a highly rated first round available quarterback. New GM, yeah, but not another quarterback bust. I'm telling you, I like Malik Willis, sorry. I like Malik Willis a lot. And if you actually watch his tape and watch his film, you could probably get him in the later half of the first round unless he has a kind of a meteoric rise through the process. But he's got all the intangibles. Do I think he's ready day one to play? Maybe not, but I don't think he's going to be a bust. I think you can find a bridge quarterback. And we have to build the O-line deal. You're right. The problem is we wasted so much money on Leonard Williams. We forgot everything else about the team. We should have went after KJ Wright. We should have went after Melvin Ingram. We should have found, and I even said, you put Melvin Ingram and you put KJ Wright on the right side of the line. You have locked down that, and you will understand how to hold down the edge and man the edge. O'Shane Ximines, while he has like one or two, passing moves and some repartee, he can't hold the run. He can't hold the edge. Look what happened in the third and fourth quarter. Daniel Jones I'm not hating Daniel Jones. He sucks. I'm not hating him though. Drafted. Yeah, I think we should have drafted. I said I would have drafted Fields. Barkley runs like Willis. You know what? I think Barkley. You know what I think is funny? I think Saquon Barkley with a player like Malik Willis would excel. I think that because he's more of a scrambler than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, like I said, Daniel Jones to me is a point guard who cannot create his own shot, and that's a dangerous combination to have. Every team the Giants face will have to be beaten by the run in the pass. It is a new league. You're right, Jeffrey. You're right. It's not the league from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. This is a new way. And I think in some ways, like I said, I wanted Lamar Jackson because I liked Lamar Jackson when he was in Louisville. I watched a lot of his games because I used to watch a lot of the Big East games and stuff, especially being in the tri-state area. So, and I knew the biggest knock on him was the fact that he had, even in college, he had accuracy issues, but there was something magical about him. The same thing with Kyler Murray. There's something magical about that guy, what he can do with the football. And I think that's what the Giants kind of need to get into the philosophy of. And it's sad that we had such a lackluster performance on Eli. That just killed me, man. Poor Eli. That just sums up the last 5 years of his career. When Jackson dropped the easy INT, I changed the channel and watched Columbo. Hopefully it was a good Columbo. Some of the Columbo movies are pretty good. When my son was born, my wife used to watch, my son had day-night reversal. So he was up till like 5 a.m. So my wife used to watch Columbo reruns. I don't want Sam Howell either. If it's smart to have the Giants get a good quarterback in the draft, they will invest in the O-line for the rest of the picks. Yeah, they need to invest in the O-line. Thomas didn't play bad. Another bad penalty on Will Hernandez. A bad penalty on Price. Oh my God. No one is a star. I did not like signing Kadarius. I keep saying Kadarius Toney because he's the next guy I'm going to go after. I didn't want to sign Kenny. I said it a million times. I worry about the hip. I spoke to people in Detroit, and no one was upset when he left. They all thought that he could have played, and he was just tanking it for the season so he could go get his payday. Then he said he was going to sign with the Lions, and then he just went, and then he wouldn't leave the building, and we were competing against ourselves to sign a guy that didn't have another contract on the table. When a guy doesn't want to leave the building, there's a problem because he's got nowhere else to go. Rather Dolan than Merritt. You know what? This time, Scott, I like Dolan now. Dolan actually put together a winner. Barkley, maybe. I don't think Barkley's done. I think Barkley, you know what scares me? That Barkley's going to return to Barkley and we're just going to be crap. You got to give Barkley at least a year to come back from the ACL. You don't just come back from an ACL, guys. You really don't. I can tell you, I had 2 of them. Barkley crap, ACL got the bad. I'm telling you right now, 6 more weeks. If he's not doing anything in 6 more weeks, but he's actually had some good runs. It's also the offensive line that's been an issue. The reset button is the big. Yes, there's a reset button. Let's push it. Let's eject. Anyone go skydiving? Let's eject. I'm not a DJ. It's management. Joe Judge sucks. It's DJ is part of the problem. And management does suck. And I think Joe Judge sucks as well. Defund the Giants. I don't think we can. The only way you can defund the Giants is if you stop going to games. Did you say something? Did you say we shouldn't pay that? Yeah. I screamed it. Don't give him the money. Let him walk. Sign 2 to 3 guys for the same amount of salary. I did videos on top of videos of it. I said, people have been asking me, I said, I think he's going to revert back to 3.5 to 5.5 sacks. Yeah, Malik Willis is kind of Josh Allen with the draft. Yeah. But I think he's got more of an immediate upside. I'm so disappointed. I wish things would be different too. I don't want to go on these rants. I want to make happy videos. I want to make sunshine and lollipops and rainbows and happy things. Actually, right now, I just want to listen to Cool Mo D. That's all I want to do. Because knowledge is king. Oh, wow, that really fit in. Now, thank you, Cool Mo D. Knowledge is king. Go look at that album. My thing is, quarterback isn't our best player, isn't our productive player, isn't our giant superstar. How can you win? Because you can win in the league, of course, without a star quarterback, but in New York, it makes it a hell of a lot difficult. Eli Manning at that time was not the best player on his team, but the difference was that Eli Manning was a winner. Eli Manning, like I said, when Eli Manning came into the game, you just kind of knew something was good was going to happen. Saquon looked hurt on 2 plays. The one on the sideline when he kind of did that little hop step, and I don't think he's trusting his knee yet. I will tell you this: for a guy that played with an ACL tear, had an ACL tear, hurts like hell. I came back the next year, tried to play, tore it again. And the reason I tore it the second time, in my mind, it was because I did not have confidence in my rehabilitation. And I played scared. And I think that's what happened. That's why I think I tore it the second. I was never going to go pro. And I've said this a bazillion times. Only thing that stopped me from going pro was 2 ACL injuries and lack of talent. Those were the only things that stopped me. Hey, thank you, Saeed. Basically, it's Frank Ntilikina. But you know what? Frank Ntilikina at least did something well. He played defensive well. He could play defense. Not in the playoffs, but he could play defense. Oh, is there a bridge somewhere? Oh, Devin, thank you again also for the super chat. Have you seen Trevor Lawrence struggle? And if you have, I would like to know what you would think about him. I love, you know what? I watch all of the games of Trevor Lawrence. I'm a huge Trevor Lawrence fan. And Trevor Lawrence is struggling because Urban Meyer is throwing the ball way too much. If you ever, Trevor Lawrence, man, the first touchdown he had last week, not this week, the week before, he dropped it right into to Jones. Beautiful throw. He's got one of the best deep passes that I've ever seen. And I go back, the way that ball comes out of his hand, the spiral that he throws. The problem is they are a bad team in Jacksonville. He's trying to do too much. He does not have a good offensive line. They kept the same offensive line from last year. The 5 stars from last year are identical this season. And that's an issue because they weren't that great of a line. They're not relying on what's his name, the running back, the undrafted free. Was it Harrison? They're not relying on him. They need to run the ball more. They need to be consistent with him, and they just need to not put him in situations where the defense can expose him because he is a rookie. He hasn't seen anything yet, but he's going to be a superstar. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Kyler Murray, just remember, quarterbacks that give themselves clean pockets. But they're insane. But yes, you know what the thing is about them? Neither of those 2 quarterbacks needs a clean pocket to throw the ball. They make their own. I've said it before. They make their own shot. They are Stephon Marbury for the Knicks fans. We played in China though. They make their own shot. I agree, Tim. But Eli had his peers verse number 8, and peers are very. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I laughed at one point. Leonard Williams grabbed Matt Ryan in the sack, and I said in the voice, "King of the almost sack." Yeah, I always thought that was pretty funny. I actually have people that that want to have that that want me to have that T-shirt. I got to play it now.
King of the almost sack.
Think about it though. You got to think about it though. 3 games, 1 sack. Let's see here. What do we got here? Hey, Tyrone. Hey, Tim. Are we still preseason? I think because of the fact that he never played anyone in preseason, I think that's I think that is the issue. I think that's the problem. He might still be in preseason. I got people texting me now. Oh my God. Hold on a second. I had to make it. I had to text somebody really quick there because they were texting me going, "I can't get on the stream. I can't get on the stream." Let's see here. The worst thing about this overall mess is, well, what is it? You summed it up. The Giants. They play scared. They don't play to win. They don't play the game that they need to play to push forward. They play like they're worried that the big play is going to occur, that something is going to happen. I mean, and that is a horrible way to do it. I'm gonna go through some of these messages, guys. I got a lot of messages here. We got a lot of messages. Oh, thank you again, Zachary. Giants will draft Jones 2.0. No. Aren't you in West Virginia? Aren't you in West Virginia right now? I don't think that's going to happen. Let me see what else we got here. Let me see what else. Hold on. I got so many different ones I'm trying to scroll through. Here we go. Eli Manning, game drive, 2-minute drive. Yeah. That's what, how many times did he march down the field? How many times? I think it was like 48. We can't even find a drive. I hate the dual quarterback so much. It basically screams we have no quarterback. No, that's not true. Well, Jason, here we go. Who's going tomorrow? No one's going to be gone tomorrow. No one at this point in time is going to be leaving. Nobody's pushing through. Nobody's going anywhere. When's the bye week? When's the New York Giants bye week? Hold on. Let's see here. That's when he's going to be gone. I can't, I'm trying to find the bye week here. Let's see here. The bye week is going to be in week 10 after the Raiders game. That's when he'll be gone. That's when he'll be gone. That's when they'll make their push. The Giants will draft a football player from Europe. Too bad it's soccer. I already said that they're going to be playing against the wind. They're going to have the wind playing against the rain. Because that's the only way we're going to get this team going. Oh my God. Here we go. Let's say people keep saying the Giants quarterback is smart, but where does he apply his smartness? Just wondering. He doesn't make any plays on this team. He's the engine of the car. You know what? That's a great way to put it. He is the engine of the car. He is what makes the team run. That's what he is, and that's what he does. And he's supposed to be, it's like we have a Ferrari with a Pinto engine. And everyone wants to talk about his speed and how fast he is and how wonderful he is. Look at me. I'm Daniel Jones. I'm running. It's Daniel Jones at the 5. It's Daniel Jones at That's what we get.
Never mind.
That's what we get. 0-7. We went 0-17. I don't know what we'll do. He did fumble twice, but you know what? He got back on the ball. I give you more credit for getting back on the ball than anything else. Giants would have the worst record in the league when there is no quarterback to draft next year. There's a quarterback. There is a guy. Malik Willis. Just wait, guys. Malik Willis. For the straw that stirs the drinks, too bad it's a year-old milk. Daryl Strawberry will always be the straw that stirred the drink. Daniel Jones is when you drink a bottle of Yoo-hoo and at the very end you got that you got kind of got the milk and the spittle. That's what Daniel Jones is right now to me. You would think we would have a cerebral or no coverages. We don't. We don't. I'm mystified on how irrelevant Carter and X-Man are. These players can chase because both of them suck. Carter more from the fact that he kind of had that burst and then got hurt, so people kind of think that's what he is, but he's not. And O'Shane Ximines coming out of Old Dominion had one move, kind of like a little swim move, and he hasn't learned anything in 3 years. Yeah, he hasn't learned a damn thing in 3 years, but that's all right. We're all good. All these names and no practice. You know what? His drafts of the first 2 drafts now look horrible. Now look god awful. For all the people complaining about Garrett holding Jones back, didn't Tony Romo and Dak have top 10, 5 and 10 since Garrett? Great quarterbacks overcome. You know what? That's great quarterbacks overcome average play calling. Great quarterbacks also make things happen. They make things happen. Plain and simple. They make something. Magic Johnson, again, I'm going back to football. I'm basketball. Magic Johnson made something happen. Joe Montana made things happen. If you want to go, you want to go to football. Tom Brady makes things happen. Cam Newton will win 13 games with this team. Cam Newton, I don't know if he would win 13 games. I think he would probably put up some more numbers. He's not afraid to throw deep. I don't think he would win 13 games, but I don't think he's afraid to go deep. Because the defense only held the Falcons to 17 points. The offense couldn't put up the points. The defense ran 15 play, 72-yard drive at the end. That's a problem against the Falcons. That's a problem. Defense, Barkley aren't playing well. No, yes, the defense, the quarterback is the most important position on the team. You're 100% right. It's Danny Fumble's second year in the same scheme with new weapons. You would think he'd be able to score a touchdown at 30 cents. Yes. I mean, how do you, I understand the injuries were a big part of it. I really do. I really get that. You limit when you take, when Colin Johnson has to come in and play. I had to look up who 15 was because I thought they re-signed Golden Tate. But when you come back, when he is the guy that you're singularly focusing on and targeting and red striping to, there's a problem. Too bad Reggie said it first, but since you're a Mets fan, I forget. I know Reggie said it first, but I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Mets fan. I was also quoting the Sports Illustrated cover with Daryl Strawberry. In all facets. You're right. And we lost in all facets of the game. We really did. Let's see here. What happened with Tony in that game? He seemed like he was moving around pretty good when he got the ball. The problem is Tony can't get open. The problem is Tony doesn't know how to run routes. They said it in college. And I love it because I guess it was Wednesday I did a video. And I still know some people around East Rutherford. So I made a couple of calls. And the guy told me that Tony's not on the field because of the fact that he has not gained the trust of the coaching staff. He is not learning the playbook. He's not running his routes well enough. That's why there's no trust in him being on the field. And then Jason Garrett came out on Saturday and said he's got to earn his playing time. So it was basically the same thing I was told a couple days ahead of time. Of course, I was told I was wrong. And that's the problem. Tony does not run routes well. The nicest thing a lot of scouts said about his route running out of college was he's unique. And unique usually means you don't do it well. I like to see Tisch take over the Giants, bring us back to SNY, New York Giants territory. We're talking too much influence from the Jets in NY. I'd like to see Tisch take over. Why not? Could he do any worse? Oh, my God. You're comparing DJ to Joe Montana. They are the best. Yeah, but you know what, Scott? You, of all people, have always stuck up for Daniel Jones. And I know a lot of it's sarcasm, but you always stuck up for Daniel Jones. You want your guy to be Montana or Brady or somebody. You don't want him to be Danny Cannell. The D always gives up when the game is online. Graham sucks. Well, you know what the problem is? The D's been doing that for years. By the way, 2018, 2019 draft, they're looking horrid right now, those drafts. They are looking god awful. Let's see. I'm trying to get some people in here that I haven't gotten messages from. Why do you think we're getting doubled and tripled without Slayton or Shepard on the field? Jones throws in the he forces the ball in. That's his problem. He gets something in his mind, Daniel Jones. He gets something in his vision. That's where the ball is going. Especially because he doesn't check out of plays. He doesn't. Go back and watch Saquon Barkley when he played with Eli Manning. Eli Manning put Saquon Barkley in the position to make plays. Saquon Barkley had his best games in Eli's last season when Eli was in the game because he knows where to adjust the line and knows where to place Barkley to put him in a position where he could excel. Daniel Jones has yet to figure that out going into year 3. Wow, you're a Mets fan too? Somebody, yeah, I'm a Mets fan. I've been a Mets fan since 77 when they were bad, when they were really bad. That's when I really started watching them or following them, I guess. I'm a big Pete Alonso fan. Let's see here. I don't want Dave to make one more pick. I don't want him to make one more pick either. What is he smoking? What is he smoking? What is he smoking? Panama Red? Bahama Mama? What do we got? Maui Wowie? I don't know what you're talking about. Put the pipe down. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about Mr. 305. Don't even get me started on Gregory Rousseau. I didn't see what he did today, but he had 2 sacks last week. I don't want to talk about Mr. 305. Because how many times Parsons, man? Parsons is a beast. Parsons is going to be a beast. And again, these are people. Yeah, and Derek. Yeah, another one. Another one we passed up. Another one. Wasn't Tony a genius at the little Joe Judge Cool playbook? Yeah. Kadarius Toney, man, is just, like I said, if you can't run routes effectively, you cannot be on the field. There was a play to Kenny. I don't remember if it was the first or second quarter that Kenny caught the ball, but Tony was probably 3 yards or 2 yards off to the right. They were too close together. Why was he there? Because he doesn't know how to run routes. Not that hard. I was born in 83. I'm tired of hearing about the 86 Mets. 86 Mets were a good team, man. They were a special team. Ray Knight, and that they were brawlers. Yeah, but we need to win something. Malik Willis. Malik Willis. But Gilly, he's a draft guru. They do no wrong. They're geniuses. Malik Willis. We're getting Malik Willis. Warning, warning, Daniel Jones, personal preseason over week. Oh, you know what? Here you go. If you're gonna have it, you gotta have it right.
Warning, sarcasm. Warning, sarcasm.
That's for you, Mark. Tim, did you see the play where one guy said, oh my God. Daniel Jones checks out of the play. And I don't think he checked out of the right play because the one guy is screaming, what's the play? What's the play? There is this great scene in with Stephen Willie Beeman in Every Given Sunday when he's calling a play that's not in the playbook. So I mean, with Shepard out and Ingram in, do you think we'll get to 14, 17 points? I don't know, man. It's really going to be up to Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley needs to save this team now. We need to rebuild so badly, ship everyone off, cut players, Saquon and others. On the other hand, problem is with the contracts that we have, we can't trade them. They're not tradable. For 2 reasons. Not tradable for our salary cap issues, and they're not tradable for anyone else's. Meet the Mets, greet the Mets. I like the Mets. Not playing well. They kind of suck this year. But we're all good. That's going to be the new phrase. They gianted it this year, the Mets did. The problem is, I don't think it's the scheme. If your you could scheme up the greatest plays in the world, Scott, and you know this. If your quarterback doesn't unleash it, then it doesn't matter. No discipline. That's what we've been talking about. You run around, discipline, discipline, discipline. I'm wearing my Belichick sweater today as an homage to Joe Judge, who's getting fired. Got to go to bed. Great night. Despite the loss, thanks for the stream. Helped us. John, like I said, I'm just trying to help people out today. I'm glad you're able to jump in and join. You also leave some of the most awesome comments. Same with Saeed. Online Big Blue, name me one worse starting quarterback than Danny Fumbles that isn't rookie. I got nothing. Is Rick Meyer still in the league? And is he still starting? Jeffrey, why'd you say that? Why'd you say it? Why? Why are you going to make me cry? I got a Josh Allen jersey. I got another 41 Josh Allen Giant jersey that I bought before the draft because I was so convinced they were going to get him. Kenny Galladay got to go yell. He's got to go yell at some more. We need more hog mollies. We need a lot of hog mollies. We need one hog molly. I'll take a molly. No, wait. I'm not going to take a molly. I'll take a hog. Let's see here. Gelman wants those hog mollies and drafts one every first round albums the last five. You know, it's just not working. It's just not working out. Oh, thank you, Delvin, again. Would you pay Saquon? No, I'm not going to pay Saquon Barkley right now. And thank you again for the super chat. I'm not going to give him. I said after year 2 with Saquon Barkley, and again, I got blasted. I said I would not re-sign Saquon until after year 5. And I still stick with that because you don't take a running back that, even if you let him go through the 5th year of his contract, the problem with that is he is still going to be in the top 10 paid running backs in the league. So you don't sign him until after year 5. And I might even have tagged him, but I'm not doing that right now. He's got to go. I'm pissed. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. I don't know what that does, but hit the like button. People always tell me I should learn more about how YouTube works. I don't know how it works. I don't care. I just like coming on here and talking. You know, because it's easier. Because if I do this in the bedroom or in the backyard, people think I'm crazy. Now I'm not crazy. Who's crazy now? Crazy like a fox. 0-17. No, we're not going 0-17. Get that out of your head, guys. I'm not going 0-17. We're going 2-15. I'm not going to be 0-17. So the team's a mess. There's no many left. Fantastic. It's a great situation to be in. We got no money left. Can't trade the contracts we have. The team's a mess. We don't think we have a starting quarterback yet. We don't know if we have a starting quarterback yet. You paid $72 million for a guy with a hip pointer. You got a running back who's coming off an ACL. You got an offensive line that hasn't gelled. You got a defensive line that only has 2 interior pass rushers. You have no edge. You have no linebacker. Your starting middle linebacker is probably out, maybe out for an extended period of time because anytime it's a non-contact injury like that, you know it's a problem. But you know what? Things are great. I've done it a million times with Kevin Bacon in Animal House. Relax. All is well. And I'm not, you know what scares me? I see Jet things. I get worried that the Jets may actually become better than us. It's funny the issues with this team line up and the other issues to create the actual. Yeah, you're right. It's bad. We're bad. We're bad. We're bad. Oh, Scott. Be nice to Scott. Got to get the gym, but could have had these problems fixed. Jones has improved. He's trash, but Jones just isn't the guy yet. And I don't think going into year 3, I think that we need to do a Sam Darnold. I think we got to trade him. We need to train him. If there's any quarterback out there, I can't think of anyone in the draft, Malik Willis, who we should probably look at and target Malik Willis and pick up would not, I don't know who he would be over Malik Willis. Just throwing that out there. There's a silver lining. Hold on. I want to get to the Bizarro World one too. Only silver lining I see is possible. I probably should have read that one first. Non-contact knee injuries, yes, they are bad. I have a feeling he's done for the year too. We live in a Bizarro world where the Jets are less of an embarrassment. Yeah, that is a problem. The Jets are less of an embarrassment than us right now. Score for next week. Oh my God. First of all, no one won the ring. The score for next week, I'm not even going to pick a score for next week because right now I'm a Falcon channel. I'm the Screaming Falcon. I'm the Screaming Falcon right now. You do have thick skin, Scott, and I know you do. I like to argue too. That's what I like when you're in the chat, and I also like when you leave your comments. I always know it's going to be something good. I always know it's good. Let's see here. Oh, wait, I saw Josh. Giants should pull Josh. Yeah, I think they should have. But you know what? The Giants don't have that mentality. And then we get Wilson. We need to wait years again to see if he's worth it. No magic solution. No, there's no magic solution. There's really not. Not many teams want quarterbacks. Only a handful of teams are the ones. Yeah, not many teams. Not many teams want another man's garbage. Because, I've said it before, and it's the same thing when we trade and draft these guys. Another man's garbage is still another man's garbage. That's all it is. Garbage in, garbage out. And that's the problem. The Saints crushed it. I worry about the Saint game because I worry about Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston can throw up a stinker, or Jameis Winston can throw 6 touchdowns. And he beat New England. Hopefully we get him on the stinker day. How crazy that Buffalo was a contender and they treated like the redheaded stepchild. No one ever talks about Buffalo in the anacles of New York teams. I like the Buffalo Bills. I'm a Josh Allen fan. I wanted the Giants to get Josh Allen. I knew they weren't going to get him because I just knew that there was the problem with the Giants is they have this mindset. And I think they have the mindset as an organization that a quarterback needs to be a certain way. And the problem is when your quarterback is a certain way and you try to fit him into a mold and he does not fit into that mold, it doesn't work out well. And I think Josh Allen would never have been the quarterback that he is now in Buffalo. Do you think you're getting fired first? Joe Judge will ever take accountability? No, Joe Judge's never going to take accountability. Jason Garrett's going to be the first one gone. He's going to be the first one gone. He's a scapegoat. Wait, Jason Garrett, scapegoat. I would send him to Miami. If I was Miami, I would send Daniel Jones. I would send Daniel Jones, and all I want is a let's see, PF50, a bottle of Hawaiian Tropic. Maybe some, maybe a couple nights of Clevelanders. But I would send him to Miami. Can I send him now? I'll drive him. I got hurt at the game. I want to move out of the nosebleed seats, but at least I took 2 bobbleheads. I was going to say, did anyone go to the game and get a bobblehead, man? That's the one thing I missed. I didn't get. I got hurt how'd you get hurt at the game? I wanted a bobblehead. I got to try to find one online. I'm glad you had to go to the front game, Frank. You missed a couple of the other ones. The Giants are a mess. We give them every pick this offseason. They still figure out how to draft the wrong person and lose. They might. Their ability to it's just been horrible. It's just been horrible since George Young, after George Young left. And George Young had some bad drafts too. So let's not make George Young out to a saint. Giants could be a good Jones could be a good QB in Miami. Trade him. Okay, I'll trade him. Hawaiian Tropic, 3 nights of Clevelanders, and I'm good. If we trade Daniel Jones for a third pick, I would say do it. Now you got to get more than that. They're not going to trade him. Slickback DJ is more Joe Rosie and Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill, man. Ryan Tannehill just came out of left field. Yeah, he is Josh Allen's the real deal, man, but he would never fit in the Giant mold. He would never fit in the Giant mold. Oh, again, thank you for the super chat. Kind of enjoyed Maria's anger. Drafted so much support. You know what? I like that Mara got mad. I think that's great that he got ticked off. But the problem is that garbage cans didn't do anything. He needs to walk down to the locker room and kick the asses down there, not the garbage cans. I feel bad for the garbage cans. They might sue. I'm scared of Dan Jones. It's too late to change my guess for the rings. Yes, it's too late. Nobody's won the rings. I mean, oh my God. Oh, Tim, 3 nights. Yeah. 3 nights. I only want 3 nights of Clevelanders. That's it. But I want to be on the top floor, man. They got a suite up in Clevelanders. I was a baller back in the day. But they got a suite on the roof at Clevelanders. That's awesome. That is, it's truly spectacular. Oh my God. Trade DJ so he could stick with Glennon. Sounds a hell of a lot like, I don't know. I don't want Tua. I like Tua. I don't want Tua though. I like Tua, but I don't want him. Again, he doesn't fit in the Giants mold of a giant quarterback. I think we need Tish to take over and to get the hell out of MetLife, aka the Jets to Albany. And yeah, I think we should build our own stadium. But I don't think that we're going to have that ability to have Tish take over. I don't think Mara's ever. I think I don't know how it was going to happen to get Mara out and get Tish in. Mr. Lewis, you need to stop with the super chats, my friend. But I appreciate it because, like I said, this goes all to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. We actually had a really good month with super chats. We might be donating like $300. I think that's awesome, man. I think, the Philadelphia Children's Hospital is a great cause, and they need the money more than I do. But I appreciate it again, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis is always an awesome subscriber. I've said that the Giants organizations want a certain type of quarterback. An Eli guy. You just said that. They would never take a quarterback like Watson of this world to worry on that world. Jackson of this world. I see the same thing. They look for a model. It's and this is Mr. Lewis, RPM Auto. If you need a car, go see Mr. Lewis. It's like you go and you want to go buy a new car. The Giants only want to buy a Lexus. The only problem is they don't know what model the Lexus they want. They don't want the 300. They want the 350. But that's all they want to fit. That's all they want to fit into. But now if the league has shifted over to a Lamborghini and the Giants are still driving a Lexus, the problem is you need to change with the times. Oh, or Dom would say Jaguar. Let's see here. Tua is just going to keep getting hurt until he disappears. Tua's not. I don't think Tua's a. I don't think he is a quarterback that. I don't think he's injury prone. I just think he's bad lucky right now. I think he's bad luck right now. I don't think I don't agree with that. I think the Giants would draft a black quarterback. I think the Giants would draft a Martian. I think they would draft a Martian right now. So I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary for that. Oh, what do we got here? I don't think it matters. It's about talent, and that's all it's ever about. Let's see here. What happens if they have the same receiving cord last season, 14 points against the worst defense and 0 receiving TDs and a whopping 64 yards leading? And Colin Johnson. And Colin Johnson, man. Colin Johnson. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know because I don't know. Let's see here. That's why we need a new owner. Yeah. I think, you know what? And I think Mr. Lewis has got it. Has got it. And I've said it too. And I might have stolen this from you, Mr. Lewis. I might have. But the Giants, like I said, they draft a mindset. And they just don't draft as an offensive philosophy. They draft as a player. If they're saying if they won't trade a black, it's true. Again, like I said, the Giants. I don't think the Giants are into that. I don't think the league is into that. I think you could be the greatest quarterback in the world, and the Giants are drafted. Like I said, you could be an Eskimo. I think if the Giants thought you could win, it wouldn't matter. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if a Martian plays for the Giants. I don't care. I just want to win. I just want to win a game. That's all I want. Giants will never draft a quarterback like Kyler Murray. They rather draft a quarterback like David. Yes, because of the fact that, like I said, Kyler Murray doesn't fit the mold of a giant quarterback. He's not 6'3", 225. The rocket arm that can go down the field. That's why they don't do it. Kyler Murray, he's what? 4'11 and a half. Runs around the field everywhere, but he makes plays. It's not their philosophy. It's never been their philosophy. They don't take advantage of some of Daniel Jones's talents. Guys, we got to get off the race in the Giants cornerbacks because it's not true. It's not true. Like I said, the Giants would draft anybody. Malik Willis. I'll say that right now, Malik Willis. I'm putting some people in timeout because I'm not going to get into it. It's not a racial discussion with the Giants. The Giants don't look at that. They look at it as a philosophy. And the philosophy is they don't fit in. The quarterback doesn't fit in if he's a scrambling quarterback who can make his own. Like I said, it's a point guard who can make his own shot. The Giants want a guy that's going to sit in the pocket and throw the ball. That's what the Giants want. Oh, wait, I knew there was a David Sills comment coming. I knew that was coming. Why is David still in the practice squads? I need to keep board because David Sills offers more than CJ. David Sills does not offer more than CJ Board does. The problem with CJ Board is CJ Board returns kicks. He returns punts. He plays special teams. David Sills doesn't do any of that. They might bring him back. I don't want to keep blocking people. I agree. Ray says nothing to start with this. Nothing to do with this. Let's not even get into it. Let's not even get it. Get it out of everybody's head. We don't believe in that stuff here. Green, black, Martian, Scandinavian. Don't matter. Don't matter. You know, we're all Giant fans. That's what we are. Well, Tim, how about tell us what the giant mold is? Giant mold is this: drop back quarterback, big arm, tall, 6'3", 225, and a pocket passer. That's been the Giants' philosophy since Phil Simpson 79. And they haven't gotten away from that. They actually did, and they actually started Geno Smith. I don't want to get on this topic of race. Go away. Let's go back to Joe Judge sucking. You're in timeout. You're in timeout. It's true, Tim. I am a black man in America, and I know what you're saying. You're a white man in this country, so you don't want to see it somehow. See, you know what it is? Here's the thing, and this is the last thing I'm going to discuss about race. Most of my friends are, I would say, and it's not even more. Most of my friends are either black or Hispanic. Why is that way? Because I've always said this before. I don't have a black friend. I don't have a Hispanic friend. I don't have an Irish friend. I have Dom, Ed, Steve. I don't see anything else beyond their names. I never did. You want to know why? Because it just doesn't matter. It matters to some people, but it doesn't matter here. Let's talk football. I can't wait till the Giants draft the first Smurf in here. That would be funny, though. They drafted us. Kyler Murray is a Smurf. He is a Smurf. La, 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 sing the happy song. Yeah, oh my goodness gracious, guys. Follow-up question. Okay, I'll have to have a follow-up question. Okay, can anyone name one thing Board has done on special teams to keep protecting him? He actually had a couple good returns on kickoffs, and he actually had a couple good punt returns as well. I agree. Let's just stop it. Thank you. Just stop. We're here to talk about the garbage that is the Giants. Thank you, Svi. We're talking about the garbage that's the Giants. Total garbage. Blow it up. Svi. Come on, man. You're going to be Mr. Negativity out of all this? You? Come on, man. You're the bastion of hope. Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie would never be a quarterback the Giants would ever play. 5'7" and runs around the pocket. That's just not the Giants. Clean the house. Get the broom. Let's sweep it out. Or is that shoveling? This would be sweeping. That'd be sweet. That's something else too. That's what she said. Oh my God. We're going to wrap this up soon, guys. I'm like Svi. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm done. Another booty juice one. Booty juice. Tropic Thunder was a good movie. I like Tropic Thunder. We have a special teams coach and a team with no identity, no special teams player, no good. Yeah, we don't have you know what? That's a great way to put it. We don't have an identity. And that's what we need to find. We need to find an identity. Are we going to be a team that plays smash mouth football? Are we going to be a team that's going to be a West Coast team? Are we going to be a team that runs the clock and manages the clock and plays good defense? What are we going to be? Idealists are facing reality. I have to steal that. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that. Let's see here. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's Malik Willis. I love Malik Willis, man. I'm telling you, if Malik Willis was in a Giants uniform right now, I would be ecstatic. I would literally be ecstatic. Okay, bring in Brian Sipe then. Giants wouldn't take Brian Sipe either. Brian Sipe was not your typical drop back passer when you played at Cleveland or with the Jersey Generals. Let's see here. Thanks, Tim. That is what the Giants offense. That sums it up. Here we go. Joe Judge, man, all talk, no substance. That's true. You gotta back it up. You gotta back it up. That's just it. Hell, bring in David Craig. All right, we'll bring in David Craig. I want a scrambling quarterback too. Daniel Jones, like I said, he is not a scrambler. He is a guy that has the ability to run when he's got a head of speed going downhill. Thank you, David. When do we get our first win? Was that the game 3 hours of my life I don't get back? Oh, when do we get our first win? Let's see here. We got New Orleans, Dallas, Los Angeles, Carolina, Kansas City, Vegas, Tampa. Maybe the Eagles, the 28th. I don't see us beating. I don't see us beating New Orleans in New Orleans. I don't see us beating Dallas in Dallas. I don't see us beating Los Angeles. I don't see us beating Carolina. I don't see us beating. Yeah, I'm thinking November 28th would be the next best chance. Would be the next best chance. That would be. Sorry, guys, I don't look at the schedule. What an identity until Saquon Barkley run. You know what? That's the thing. If you want to be an identity of being a smash mouth football team, you just run Saquon Barkley. Why didn't we go after Trent Williams? Because Trent Williams wanted too much money. He would have been a smart player. He would have been a smart guy to pick up, but he wanted too much money. He needs design runs, work something. Yeah, that's the thing with Daniel Jones. I've said this a bazillion times. His biggest plays is when Jason Garrett is taking advantage of the over aggressiveness of the defense. It's not Daniel Jones making that big play. It's not Daniel Jones figuring out. Oh, there's a Craig Morton thing here. I don't want to read that. Craig Morton thing, you can bring on your old jersey. Mike Lee, do you want me to cry? Do you want me to cry? Is that what you want me to do? Let's see here. Show us film of him doing spin outs like that and his bag of tricks. Sit down, number 8. Yeah, I don't know. We're not sitting down, number 8. Let's see here. Yeah, number 8 is not Russell Wilson. He's not. Let's see here. I never thought we'd be this bad in the beginning of the season. Joe Judge is over his head. Patrick Graham is lost. Jason Garrett's predict. You know what? I think that is that. I think that sums it up. I really do. I really think that sums it up. Great. Yes. Joe Judge is over his head. Graham has been. I don't think Graham is lost. I think Graham has been figured out. And Jason Garrett is a little bit predictable right now. But I think being predictable is because of the fact that. Of the quarterback we have in Daniel Jones. Remember the Instagram of him doing the spin outs and training? Yeah. What a joke that is. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't see that. I got to look that up. I'm going to watch that. If Shepard doesn't come back and Darius doesn't come back, you're looking at Colin Johnson, Kadarius Toney, probably David Sills. Yeah. We're not going to get much. We're not getting much better. I had friends that are Cowboy fans. They heard we got Jason Garrett and sent me text laughing. That's true. I laughed too. Giants need to train the first 2 rounds on Jones for Watson. The problem with Watson is it's the whole legal thing. And also he's owed like $9,468,000,000. We can't fit him under the cap. I would take Deshaun Watson. I wanted to trade all of our draft picks. I wanted to pull a Ditka and just trade the entire draft for Deshaun Watson. Let's see here. I think we need to go towards a modern offense approach. You know what? And that's why I keep saying the Giants run a philosophy, and the philosophy just doesn't work right now. I'm an idealist, and so I can say I tried looking at the team objectively. So we can't ignore all the problems we have in our face because that's how we feel as fans, even if our favorite players. And you know what? That's Derek. That's a great way to put it. That's an awesome way to put it. Thumbs up. I'm gonna give you a thumbs up. I don't know if you can do thumbs up here, but thumbs up. We're gonna wrap this up in 2 minutes, guys. Any pearls of wisdom for Giant fans? Anyone got a pearl of wisdom? Something that let's see here. The season will be saved when we picked up Victor Cruz 2.0 Austin Mack. Of course, there's a pearl of wisdom. Anyone got a pearl of wisdom today? Something to end this on a happy mood. Someone's got something happy to say. Let's see here. You're right, Neil. We need to draft a rookie. We need to draft a rookie for Malik Willis, so we don't have to pay out the wazoo. Yeah, because we're running towards the end of his contract, Daniel Jones, so we don't want to pay him. Good news. All right, here's something good news. Good news. We played our cards right. We'll end with a crap ton. Come on, guys. Something good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. I always appreciate you. I really do, and it's not because of the super chats. You bring something, and a lot of people do it. You bring something to the channel. You bring a thought. You bring a wealth, and that's why I love a lot of the guys that are in the chat right now. You bring a well thought out point. You don't just say crazy things like the Giants are going to do this. And if you and I disagree on something, it's usually because of the fact that you have facts to back it up. Mike Lee. Same with you, Mike Lee. Same with you. If we do not make improvements from last year, how can we be better? No, we can't. That's the problem. Thank you again for the super chat, Devin. The Bears did lose as well, so we got that. You know what? All right. I think that's good. You're very welcome, Mr. Lewis. I just want to say something because we're kind of winding down here. I really appreciate everyone that subscribes to the channel, that watches the channel, that leaves comments to the channel, and even the people that I jokingly disagree with. I think we have a great open forum. I think we're all fans. I think we're passionate fans, but I also think we're realistic fans. And I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this. Because without people watching, like I said, I'm just a guy screaming in a microphone. What do we do now? Cry? Try to win. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try to win. Giants need to fire everyone. Yeah, they do. Come on, I want positivity. Guys. Positivity. Come on, positivity. Time to just throw the playbook away and reset. Yes, it is time to throw the playbook and reset. It is. Push the reset button. Push the panic button. You know what we need to do? Jason Garrett. Scapegoat. We just need to fire Jason Garrett. That's all we need to do. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap this up tonight because I am tired. I'm positive we suck. Well, we're going to leave it on that note. Whoever's got a bobblehead, send me a bobblehead. Because that's the one thing I miss about not going to the game. Colin Johnson did look good. Like I said, I had to look up who 15 was. It's like, who the hell is 15? Oh, my God. Reload, and we're ready for the next one. Yeah, you know what? Next week is the next. You know what? It's Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday. That was a good song of anyone. What's his name? Jamie Foxx, who sings that at the end of Any Given Sunday. It's actually a really good song. A lot of people don't know it because it's at the end of the movie, but I like James. I like Jamie Foxx. I think I don't like him much as an actor, but I think he sings really well. Johnson caught almost. Yeah, he was a magnet. He was a Daniel Jones magnet. He's not a chick magnet. He's a Daniel Jones magnet. The only big thing about saying call is what's the play? What's the play? Was it him that was yelling what's the play? I thought it was the offensive lineman. All right, positive. Man. 17 sacks. You're right. Positivity. We need to put some positivity out in the aura. We need to put it out there. We need to all positivity. Everything is well with the universe. We may not win a game, but you know what? We got each other. Like I said, when I'm the voice of reason, we're screwed. We are truly screwed. I used to have people say that to me all the time, like, especially when you go out. You always have a group of friends you go out with that you know you're going to get in trouble. And I used to go out with these Otto and this guy Ray and this other guy, and it's always when I came up with the plan, we all knew we always knew we were in a lot of trouble because I'm not the guy to come up with the plan. Let's see here. Giants got to stick together. That's what we got to do. We got to stick together as Giants Nation. I can't get positive. We're looking at 2-15. We can be positive. Jamie Foxx won an Oscar? Oh, he won an Oscar for Ali. Yeah, he did. And he's also, he had a really good album. I can't do years ago, but he had a really good album. Kind of a hip hop, rock, pop, jazzy type thing. It was actually kind of good. I actually have it. I enjoy it. All right, guys, we're gonna end it because as my favorite artist says it, because it's cool being Cool Mo D. And it's cool being Online Big Blue, formerly Online Big B, now the Screaming Eagle. Oh, we had a special guest that just wants to say good night real quick because it's late for him. I'm Baby Saquon. Yeah, we suck. Yeah, thank you, Baby Saquon. Listen to Online Big Blue. See, another celebrity endorsement. Oh, I miss Baby Saquon. I got so excited when I got that. It's a blind pack in Target. I got so excited. Oh, yeah, I'm not the Eagles. I keep trying. I'm Screaming Falcon. Sorry, I'm Screaming Falcon. Screaming Falcon. Good night, guys. Hope everyone has a great evening. I got a nice video coming out tomorrow. It's more of a chill video that's going to give everyone more of a better idea of what's going on. Hope everyone's staying safe. Hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Hope everyone is not too down from today. I think this was a good therapy session. I'm only going to charge everyone $49.95 who was in the chat. And again, this is Tim the Screaming Falcon, formerly Online Big Blue. Good night, everyone. Good night, Tyrone. Good night, Mr. Alvarez. Good night. Appreciate everyone. Hope everyone has, like I said, stay safe. Have a great evening. You should do, what is that? You should do another live. Guys, these live streams are tiring, man. I'm old, man. I don't want to do live streams. I just like talking to people. You know what? And I get a lot of comments about doing we'll talk about live streams later. We'll talk about that. Let's just head for bed. Let's just, next week is the next week. And I will see Saeed. Have yourself a good evening as well, my friend. And everyone, hope you have yourself a great evening. And we'll see you all tomorrow.